Hello, it's Veronica and Naomi. And the Rim Hair Freaks are here today. We wonder what they want to talk about. We want to do a little review on Unicorn Academy. Because they made us watch it with them. Was the show good? It was alright. It was passable. But we're going to talk about just what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, and just, yeah. First of all, can anyone guess who we are dressed up as? You're dressed as Valentina. You wore that outfit for like a week or so, Laurel, to make fun of her. Yeah. Who's she dressed up as? Oh yeah, Ava. Ava, the clingy best friend of Sophia. AKA daddy issues. You mean Sophia has daddy issues? Yeah. Well, I just had to go with whatever green and pink stuff was in the room. There wasn't as many options for me as there was for my sister, so yeah. We are dressed up as Ava, and she is dressed up as. And then my sister is dressed up as Valentina. Yeah, because I look just like her apparently. So enough with how much you look like them. Let's get on with this review. What do we like about this show? Well, we feel like the world building has some promise. And we wish it could have been expanded on. Really, it shows this like ancient unicorn temple. It goes over. It at least mentions that Ravenzilla lost her original home, so now she's trying to take over Unicorn Island. There's this magical waterfall that grants people visions, one per person, and this waterfall will come back later in the review because it's like it plays a very big role in part of the plot point of the show. So if you saw our movie review, you already know that it's about that the movie that the series is based after. Sophia, this girl whose dad is missing or thought to be dead, gets accepted to this magical riding academy called Unicorn Academy. So she goes to this school, meets her dorm mates, her roommates. They kind of bond a bit with their unicorns. They defeat some nasty villain whose name is Ravenzilla. And yeah, the series expands on that idea. So basically, it starts with Sophia having this nightmare where her dad appears to her in her dream. She doesn't know why he's appearing to her in her dream because she thinks it's a vision she's having. And her issue with her dad is the main focus for her character. We aren't kidding. It focuses more on her quest to find her dad and connect with her dad, who may or may not be missing, more than her interaction with her friends at times, except for her interaction with Ava. Yeah, so I'm kind of dressed a little bit like her. Thing with Ava, she really likes plants. She's literally the stereotypical best friend. She's super clingy. She loves me friendship bracelets. Her unicorn has plant magic. And yeah, she's like super clingy to Sophia. Like seriously. Since this is like kind of like a joke review, we're gonna include spoilers anyways. So yeah. So spoiler alert. Sophia gets to have a single vision from the waterfall. After an experience with some dark magic, so she goes to have this vision, and turns out it's her dad. He's alive, and he's trying to warn her. So she's talking with her dad, and then Ava shows up, pulls her out of the water before her dad can warn her because she thinks Sophia's drowning. And yeah, Sophia gets rightfully angry at her friend and avoids her for a bit. Yeah, it caused a rift in their friendship. Because, like, Sophia was just trying to have a vision from her dad. She's trying to talk to her missing father. But, like, Ava kind of ruined that moment for her. And then later on, it's kind of resolved when Sophia's unicorn, Wildstar, who was also connected with her father and was her father's unicorn, lets her have the second part of her vision by using his one vision. But, like, yeah. The fact that her unicorn had used its one vision to help Sophia like that, it's like, Ava shouldn't have pulled her out of the water like that in the first place. Ava shouldn't have been so nosy. And the most frustrating thing is that Sophia literally apologizes to Ava for not telling her where she was going. Like, seriously, she did not have to tell Ava where she was going. She wasn't entitled to tell her that. It's like, yeah, Ava's just painted as this best friend type. But man, her actions aren't as good as they seem all the time. And just, yeah, she is so naive. Although her hair does look kind of similar to mine. Yeah. Ava's hair highlights do look similar to your hair colors, Holly. And now, like, what does Valentina do in the show? Well, she's, like, super competitive. She really does not like Isabel, and they're, like, competitive at times, but other times they're, like, kind of, like, rivals. For no apparent reason. Yeah, there is no backstory for Isabel and Valentina being rivals. They just are. They're just super competitive with their unicorn riding. And there's this one, like, episode where they're on, like, a course, called, like, an obstacle course. And they're kind of racing each other. Valentina accidentally encounters some, like, black magic in a puddle, affects her horse for a bit. And, like, in an attempt to get this black magic off, she accidentally burns down a bridge with her horse. Yeah, Valentina's horse Cinder shoots fireballs. And don't get started on how generic Sophia's horse Wildstar is. It literally has a rainbow mane, looks like the Rainbow High mascot, and it literally creates rainbow bridges. Yeah, we're not kidding. That's what her horse does. They're unicorns! They technically treat them like horses in the show. But they're unicorns! They're unicorn riders! Yeah, unicorns. Unicorns are just horses with horns. Magical horns that can use magic and stuff. Well, yeah, that was a plot point we didn't really like. Especially the one with the whole fission pool, waterfall thing, and Ava messing up with Sophia's vision like that. It was just... She says she's her best friend, but that was just nosy. That was just not good writing on her part. That just felt like... You say you're her friend, but you shouldn't have done that to her. You shouldn't have messed with her one opportunity to meet her father, who it turns out is just in hiding and isn't even dead. Yeah, her dad isn't even dead. And that's like half the mystery of the show. And not to mention, Ravenzilla comes back. And there's like all these remnants of this black magic. Yeah. And then Ravenzilla gets this like one, her minions get this crystal, and that like Ava used to make friendship bracelets, and stolen from the like ancient temple from the first episode. Yeah, apparently that temple is just about like the history of Unicorn Island. It had this like stone that powered up Ravenzilla that was heart shaped, and it was just, yeah. Ava steals that stone, and don't get started on how this temple has fell in the episode, because it's all Valentina's fault. Well, Valentina and Isabel were having an echoing contest, and they got to this temple because like they were picking berries and had a berry picking contest. So when they're in the temple, they start having an echoing contest, which Valentina wins, and then it starts crumbling down, and they escape. And Sophia and Ava almost die, and are almost trapped in there. Yeah, but the Ice-Themed girl and her horse Glacier saved them. They're unicorns! They are unicorns with elemental magic for the most part. Okay? So yeah, Valentina causes a temple to fall into ruins by yelling too loud. And she burns down the bridge in the episode after that because she was trying to get black magic off of her unicorn. And then Isabel like has to. Then everyone ends up caught in these rapids in this river. So Isabel has used like all her unicorn's magic, because hers is a water unicorn, to get them out of there. And it's just, yeah, a lot of it is just them bonding with their unicorns, showing teamwork with one another, and just kind of working together almost. And there's a lot of that. And don't get started on the part where like Ravenzilla's back, and then like Sophia wants to take her on by herself, and just because she's just feeling really brave about it, and her friends are all worried about her and stuff. But she's like, no, I have to do this on my own. So she goes to fight Ravenzilla. Ravenzilla has like gained a lot of magic at that point, and just so she summons like a shadow unicorn that can turn people to stone. So Sophia gets her foot turned to stone. And then she's all like sad after her unicorn saves her because like she was too stubborn or something. It's just, yeah. And then she's back to Unicorn Academy, and then they all end up stopping Ravenzilla together. And after all teachers are petrified, turned stone, they kind of go off. The unicorn riders kind of go off on their own a bit and take down Ravenzilla on their own and ambush her and her minions using magical properties of the island. And yeah, there's also this valley of trees that first tells Sophia about the fission pool. And it's just, yeah, there's a lot of magical elements, this island. The place feels very whimsical. And the characters definitely feel like tropes. Yeah, they really do. And don't get started on the episode when Rory nearly gets expelled. Yeah, so like Rory, the jokester guy with his horse named Storm. No offense to those losers over there. So he nearly gets expelled because he just plays a bunch of pranks on the school and stuff, and it's just yeah, he learns not to like play so many pranks like that, and then he helps with a problem that school faces. And, oh yeah, there's also an episode where the goody two shoes ice girl Layla steals this magic book from the library with like her friends, and they have to stop it, and it's like yeah, most of the episodes are just them stopping whatever magical thing is happening. Or like whatever thing, the black magic problem, the black magic is causing in the show. And it's definitely aimed at kids. Like it's definitely not the most advanced writing. It's okay for what it is though. It's definitely cute. And for what it is, it we're just neutral on it. And of course, the designs are very bright and colorful, as evidenced by our outfits that are inspired by it. Like, yeah, we slay in these looks, and like, they're very much inspired by the types of clothing the characters wear. Like, seriously, I would just slay in Valentina's outfit if it was real. And I look good in anyone's. And I look good in anybody's outfit. But those like vampire twins probably wouldn't. Cause they look kind of like Ravenzilla with their skin tone. Oh my gosh, we do not look like Ravenzilla. Ravenzilla has like ugly purple skin. So you guys kind of look like her. We do not. And she wears black. We get what you're saying with the having purple skin and wearing a lot of black, but we do not look anything like Ravenzilla. She has a taller, thinner body, a thinner face, and her hair is just white. So, if anything, Ravenzilla looks more like Diamante or Lavender Lynn if we had to compare her to anybody. So, there's that. And as for Ravenzilla, we feel like the show could have explored more of her lore, more of her history with losing her home, and her history with terrorizing Unicorn Island, and try and take it over. Yeah, more lore would have been appreciated from this show, especially with such a magical universe to build on. Like, seriously. Are so many opportunities for lore that they missed. And well, Ravenzilla's design just feels, it's okay. It's pretty okay. We're neutral on it. It feels like almost generic though. Like if she was a queen before, we would have appreciated a more like regal design for her. Like something more elegant. And then you have the whole thing with her having bumbling idiot minions. And it's just, yeah. It doesn't feel like the most spectacular show ever. If we had to compare it to anything, it would probably be like a cross between Spirit Riding Free and My Little Pony. Because Spirit Riding Free has the horseback riding element and the friendship element in it a lot. And then My Little Pony, that has a lot of the friendship element, but also a lot of the magical element and just stopping villains and stuff like that. And Laurel and Holly are ones who made us watch this show anyways. So what did you two think of it? It's not horrible, but it's not a lot of aspects of it could be improved upon. It could have more lore. It could have more character development. Especially for the main character. Like, Sophia felt very one-dimensional. Like, she's your typical stubborn, optimistic protagonist. And the only thing she has is daddy issues and nothing else. So, they could flesh her out a bit more. Ava could be fleshed out a bit more than just the clingy best friend. Everyone could be fleshed out a bit more, honestly. Well, I guess those were our thoughts on Unicorn Academy, and we hope you enjoy this review. Goodbye, mysterious audience. I love you. Naomi loves you, and I'm sure Laurel and Holly appreciate you watching their review and seeing their amazing outfits.